Right, come with me. I get to show you something really cool. I'm in a hotel in Taipei having a very early look at this. This is NVIDIA's RTX Spark. They've just announced this, and it's a pretty big deal.
Introducing RTX Spark.
So inside here is one of these. This is the N1X. Everything is on this chip. The graphics, the processor, the memory, and it's going to be powering laptops and desktops and workstations later this year. And they're very proud of this. We've got Fortnite running, we've got Blender, we've got some agentic AI demos. So in terms of the raw specs, we're looking at a 20-core ARM-based CPU, a GPU performance, well, a combined performance, I should say, of roughly an RTX 5070, very roughly, particularly in terms of gaming performance, but we'll talk more about that in a second. Also up to 128 gigabytes of memory, of unified memory on the chip, which will be very expensive, but part of the reason for that very high capacity is because of the next spec. One of the key highlights of RTX Spark is the on-device AI performance. We're looking at 1 petaflop of AI performance, which is 1,000 tops. And to put that into context, if you think about the latest from Intel and AMD and Snapdragon, those are sort of in the 50 to 80 tops range. This is 1,000, which coincidentally is almost exactly the same amount of AI performance, this is very simplified, but that you get from a RTX 5070 graphics card. This is pro-level on-device AI performance. If you're running large local language models, if you're running agentic AI, this is a really big deal, but that is just one part of it. Because this is NVIDIA building these chips, you get their full stack, as they call it, all the tasty extras you get with RTX, like ray tracing, DLSS with frame generation, reflex, G-Sync, and that's just for games, all the reasons you would buy an NVIDIA graphics card in your laptop or your desktop. So it's all about performance, it's about efficiency, so battery life, and also giving you basically the same full performance even when running on battery, having it unplugged, which of course is a huge selling point of other ARM Windows laptops and also Apple MacBooks. Adobe was also in the house showing off their new optimized Premiere Pro and Photoshop.
They have re-engineered the architecture, the core of Adobe Photoshop and Premiere, and they're going to release it for RTX Spark. Now it's going to be twice as fast. Also designed to be agent-friendly. It can now interact with agents on your laptop.
Have a look at this though. We've got a whole bunch of different games running on RTX Spark laptops. And this is actually the first time we've seen the new Surface Laptop Ultra from Microsoft. And it is very nice. I'm excited to review this. But a couple of these are running natively, they have been optimized for ARM, and a couple are being emulated, which of course will impact performance a bit, but they all still ran really well. And of course NVIDIA is huge in the gaming industry, so they will be able to work with the developers to actually finally get more games properly optimized for ARM. But even through emulation, they all seem to work pretty well.
Every single application NVIDIA has ever created, and every single application that Windows has ever run. Microsoft and NVIDIA meticulously optimized everything so that this computer literally runs everything the world has ever created, plus it now runs agents.
And of course we get all the benefits of DLSS and frame generation and reflex, and actually some of the big compatibility issues were down to anti-cheat software, and a lot of that is now fully supported on ARM. So particularly for gaming, things are getting much better, and of course NVIDIA is only going to accelerate that.
I got to show you the most beautiful part, which is video games. It's also the closest to our heart. This is Forza. This is 007, by the way. I look a little bit like him. Ladies and gentlemen, NVIDIA's RTX Spark laptops.
As you can imagine, NVIDIA has just announced RTX Spark, so we haven't been able to run any benchmarks and compare it to the best from Apple and Qualcomm with their ARM-based Snapdragon chips. There's still a lot of questions to be asked, a lot of testing to be done. But there's a couple of things that I think will make this different. Firstly, you have the maturity of NVIDIA and RTX drivers for gaming and creative apps, but we also have Microsoft finally really pushing the ARM optimization, and there's going to be some big news coming out of their build conference. But I have to say, here at Computex, where NVIDIA's been giving me these demos, there's been a team from Microsoft here as well, there's a lot of news coming out very quickly. There definitely is a buzz, and even if you don't care about all the AI stuff, which to be fair is actually pretty impressive in terms of performance, I am really excited to see properly good ARM-based chips on Windows laptops and to finally give Apple some proper competition. There is going to be a lot more to talk about over the next few weeks and months ahead of launch, so stay tuned, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and let me know what you think of RTX Spark laptops. Okay, I think my time is up. See you next time.